Hello guys, welcome once again. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use include and require function in PHP. So, for example, I have a PHP file which is just containing HTML code and which is just printing some header on the browser. So, I will just save it and I will just browse for header.php and it's just printing programming knowledge here. Now, sometimes or most of the times you want some template to appear whenever you use your PHP code. So, for example, you want to use this template which shows this header in different PHP file. Okay, so how can we do that? So, for example, I will make one more PHP file and I will call it page one dot php, and I will create one more PHP file and I will call it page 2.php. Okay, so I have these two PHP file and I will just quickly make this template, and in here, for example, I want to use this header file. Okay, so I want to make this header file once and I want to use this in different PHP pages, okay, in different PHP files. How can I do this? I can use this include function and include this header file in my PHP1 and PHP2 page. So let's see how. So what you need to do is you just need to use the keyword include and then in single quotes just give the name of your uh, header.php which you want to use here. So my header.php is like this, header.php. Okay, now what this code will do is it will call this header.php because all these three files are in same folder. That's why I can call this. For example, if you want to go up one folder, you can use it like this, or for example you want to use some if you have this file in some other folder inside, you can use it folder slash something like this. But because these all three files are in the same folder, that's why I'm not giving any path here. Okay, otherwise you need to give relative path whenever your header files are in different folder and your other functional file are in other folder. Okay, now I can include this file in my page 1 and page 2 like this. Just use include and the name of the, and then I can call page 1. So page 1.php, and it will give me some kind of, let's see what's the error. I don't see any error here, so let's try it once again. Okay, this is page 1 dot and I have used comma here, so instead of page 1 dot, now it will work. So whenever we call page 1, this header is called, right, this header, and whenever we call page 2.php also, this header will be called, right. So page 1 and page 2 has the same header, right. So this include function enables us to use the same template if you have in different PHP files. Now for example, I can declare some variable page 1, and I can show some message here. For example, I can show we are in page 1. Okay, and we can echo this, echo page 1, and in the same way I will do the same in my page 2. So this will be my page 2 variable, this will be my page 2 variable, and this will be 2. Okay, I save it and let's see what happens. So we are in page 1 dot php, and I can see this echo message here. We are in page 1, and whenever I call page 2 dot php, we see we are in page 2, right? So this include function just include the header, and we will be able to do our other tasks which are inherently done by page 1 and page 2 also in these page 1 and page 2 dot php. Okay, or for example you decide to use these variables in this header file also, you can do this just like this. So for example, I can just declare in my header.php, I can just say PHP, and in here I can declare this variable which is page 1, right? Page 1. I just cut it from here, and in my header.php, in my PHP tags, I can just paste it here, and same I will do from my page 2, right? So in a way I have declared all my variables in this header.php, and I want to use these variables in page 1 and page 2. I will save it and once again run it. Let's see what happens. So I can still get the same result here. Page 1.php will show me page 1, and page 2.php will show me we are in page 2, right? So in this way you can use the include function to call files and whatever variables or whatever values are there in the files, you can just import it in your PHP file just by using this include, right? In the same way you can use require function also. So we can use, instead of this, include require function, require, and this will also work the same way that of include. So I will just save it, and when I refresh this, it works same as include function, right? For page 1 also it works same as include function. But for example, I'm including some text before this page 1 variable, page 2 variable, and page 1 variable. So for example, I can just say page info, and I just concatenate this in page 2.php and page 1.php. Okay, and I save it, and whenever I use this require here, okay, and whenever this header name is, for example, by mistake I have misspell this header name, so this is not a I mean original header or header which exists. This is non-existent header, right? In here also in our page 2 we just provide the path of the header which doesn't exist, and we save it, and when we refresh this, we see here the warning and the error, and we don't see this page info message even. So what this require does is, whenever it sees that it cannot find this header file or this PHP file which you have provided the path of, then it kills your page. So whatever you write or whatever you want to execute after this include or after this require function, and if this header is non-existent, it will kill your page after that. Okay, and this is same in the case of this. But whenever we use include here in page 1 and page 2 and save it, see what happens. I refresh it, and even this is showing the error, but it will execute your messages or whatever functionality you are doing after your include function also. So this is printing page info, right? You can see here page info, right? So this include function, even if you provide the wrong header name or a header which doesn't exist, it will keep on executing the other codes which you write below your include function. So it will not kill your page. On the other hand, when you use require, it will kill your page, right? So for example, I will use require for page 2 and include for page 1. Okay, so let's see page 1 first, which we have include. Page 1, refresh it, it shows page info, which is after my include, right? And let's see page 2.php, page 2.php, and now it killed my page, and I cannot see the code I want to execute after this require function. So include and require works in the same way, but only difference is this, which I have shown you. So I hope you have learned something new this time. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and bye for now.